like, the first question is probably the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, that is the difficult question.
We're here to talk about food. What is food, why we eat, where we eat, and what it really means to you. So let's just start by asking you, what is food?
I think of food as energy. So I think of food as something that we put into our bodies in order to get us through the day.
It's definitely fuel. It's something that I look forward to.
Food is delicious.
Do you think there's a difference between eating and nourishment?
Definitely. I mean, I've definitely stayed up really late at night eating some sort of cookie or cake, and that's not nourishing me, regretting it in the morning.
When you sit down for a nice home-cooked meal, you just feel nourished, you're satisfied, and then on the same hand, you could go to, you know, a dessert shop, and you also might enjoy it like, this tastes great, but maybe it won't hit you quite as deeply.
Earlier we gave you a snack before the interview began. How did it make you feel to eat in front of us?
I think it kind of is a welcoming thing. It kind of makes you feel more comfortable, especially if you're sharing a snack with someone that you just met.
I found myself going like this a bunch.
And when you're out or when you're at home, who do you normally eat with?
My husband.
Yeah.
I'll eat with my mom. That's probably most often who I'm eating with.
My roommate. Yeah. We normally meet in the kitchen, eat at the same time.
What portion of your budget do you spend on food?
So much of it, all of it. All of it goes to food.
I put it right in with my monthly bills.
Nice.
Like, I have to make it in there because everything's very tight like that.
Do you think when you're eating out versus when you're eating at home, your choices differ? And if so, how?
We will share an entree just to try to overcome that enormous plate of food that, you know, sometimes you feel like you should eat all of it.
When I'm eating out, I'm more YOLO, like it's like a special occasion, but then when I'm eating at home, I'm way more careful of what I'm actually cooking and taking the time to eat there.
So let's talk about in times of distress. What do you notice about yourself and the way that you eat?
It's a great question because it makes me really uncomfortable to answer.
Yeah.
So I'm the kind of person that doesn't eat when they're stressed.
I'm definitely a stress eater.
Whatever the opposite of self-love is happening there, like, I will undermine what I know is right for that immediate satisfaction, whatever's happening in the brain that makes me feel that way.
If I'm really stressed out, I tend to not eat as much. Just like forget to eat because I'm doing so many things. But if I'm sad, I tend to eat more, I think.
I know what I should do, but when you are going through those stressful times, it's really easy to just reach for a French fry.
So I'm definitely not cooking food when I'm distressed. When I'm really stressed out, I just want some kind of a quick relief. So I'm opening up something that's inside of a wrapper.
I'll just be eating it and I'll just keep eating. I'm like, this is making me feel worse, but I keep doing it.
How has answering these questions broadened your perspective on how you view and consume food?
They're definitely good questions that make me reflect on the way that I eat.
Kind of just solidify the fact that eating mindfully does make a huge impact on our lives.
It definitely made me think about my eating habits, which is important. It's something that I neglect to do a lot, I think.
So answering these questions have absolutely made me more mindful about my food selections, my choices, and the scenarios which go on that inadvertently, directly or indirectly affect my choices of food and how I'm feeding myself and deciding my diet.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much for having me.